Hey everyone, and welcome to the reading for today. It's going to be a crime reading, okay? We're just going to keep it open. Let's see what the crime is today that Spirit wants us to expose here. What is it that Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael want us to expose today here? Now, remember guys, not every part of the message may resonate with your story, okay? Just take it how it resonates for you. Let's see what's going on here. Holy angels, divine spirits, what is it that you need to expose here today? Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay, so the first two cards out, we have the Hierophant, followed by an Emperor. So this could be someone in an authority position, okay? This is a leader. This is someone who has some sort of authority, I would say, okay? Could also have something to do with a Taurus or an Aries, okay? And then we have the Knight of Wands, some sort of action being taken here. Okay. Why is the Hierophant here? Why is the Hierophant here for the collective? All right, we have a Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you're a Taurus, okay? Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Or this has something to do with the Queen of Pentacles. Either this is you or someone you're dealing with. Someone here thought that they could turn their luck around, or someone here thought that they would be getting some victory and success, or this is you. But I almost want to say, like, someone might have gone to a Hierophant thinking that it would bring them some sort of victory and success. That's how I'm feeling it anyways. Tell me about the Emperor. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is an Emperor here that's sad, okay? This is someone that's upset. Either there's an Emperor that's sad, or someone is sad because of an Emperor, okay? Someone here wanted to hold on to something, Four of Pentacles. Someone here was trying to hold on to something or some sort of control. It might have to do with an inheritance or a large amount of money. Yeah, some sort of long-term abundance, okay? Let's go with Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So there was someone that took some sort of action here, okay? Because they thought that they would be getting success out of this. Whatever this is though, it was definitely a calculated move to come forward with something, to bring something to someone, to bring someone an offer, to come forward with something here. This was action that was taken, but it was a calculated move, okay? And I'm almost getting with the Knight of Wands, it's something about like quick, like some sort of urgency, okay? Some sort of urgency. But at the same time, it was meant to look very, like coming forward in a very generous way, wanting to make someone an offer, wanting to come across as very genuine and wholesome. But this was a calculated move with the Five of Swords. This was some sort of a plan here, okay? And now we have the truth coming out about this. And the Hierophant at the bottom again. I feel like it's, I want to, we're in the crime hour. So the Hierophant is honestly giving me the authorities, okay? Like somebody going to the authorities maybe and trying to turn something in, but wanting it to look super wholesome and genuine because they thought that they would be having victory and success. Okay, tell me more about the Hierophant, please. This group here, there's a group here, or this could be maybe even some like a friends group or something like that. They thought that they would be able to get away with something. So they went to the authorities thinking that they would be getting away with something here. Nine of Pentacles, and it has something to do with a payout or a large amount of money or something to do with someone's career or business. Again, the Hierophant is at the bottom again. This has something to do with the authorities. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is how they thought that they would be able to turn their luck around. It has something to do with causing someone pain or causing someone an injury or hurting someone. This is what they were trying to get away with. They were trying to lie, be deceptive, lie about something, lie about harming someone, and then they thought that they would have victory and success. Okay, tell me about the Six of Wands, please. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is the action that they took, which is the Knight of Wands, which is right here. They took some sort of urgent action. Honestly, I'm getting like let's do this now. Like I feel something coming in very fast, okay? And they thought that they would have success. They thought that they would be able to stop something or defend themselves. Stop something or defend themselves. Okay. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. It has something to do with money or someone not receiving money or someone not giving someone money for something. Somebody not receiving money, somebody not giving someone money. Okay. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Change. Yeah, what I say, they wanted to change their luck around with the Wheel of Fortune. That's exactly it, change. They wanted to change something, or they thought that they would be able to change their luck around or their fate around or something like that. They would have better luck. They would have good luck. What's the Seven of Swords? The Lovers, because they lied about lovers, or they lied about working together with someone, or they lied about a partnership. Okay. What's the Knight of Wands? They had an expectation. They had an expectation to change their look around, okay? To change something, that they would come out the winner. Six of Wands, that they would have victory and success, that they would be able to stop something here having to do with putting someone in bad health in a house. Having to do with putting someone in bad health in a house. An expectation that a Queen of Pentacles had, defending herself or standing up to something or stopping something, because they were trying to get away with putting someone in bad health in a house, which I feel like is what this Three of Swords is, trying to get away with harming someone, right? And they thought that they would be able to get away with something here by going to the authorities. And I feel like trying to come forward like this, like a good Samaritan. This is giving me good Samaritan again. It's like, oh, we want to come forward and say something here, but this was a calculated move because they were trying to get away with something. They were trying to get away with something, and they were trying to change their luck around. They were trying to change the outcome maybe of something or their own fate. Okay. So tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, she came in to create illusions and confusion. Okay, so she came in, this Queen of Pentacles came in and created some sort of confusion about something. About the Devil. Eight of Cups in reverse. Saying that someone didn't walk away or couldn't walk away or didn't leave something behind having to do with something toxic or some sort of a toxic attachment or maybe even an addiction, okay? The Devil and the Seven of Cups. Saying something about something toxic and someone not walking away from something or creating some sort of illusions and confusions around, or maybe someone's anger or something like that. Okay, what's the Emperor? Actually, tell me about the Seven of Cups. The Mature Man in reverse. A mature man in the reverse. So this is someone who does not act their age, okay? This is, why is a mature man in reverse here? So this Queen of Pentacles maybe got the orders from a mature man in reverse to cause some sort of confusion or illusion. Okay, why is the mature man in reverse here with that? Hanged Man. Two of Pentacles. They had to balance something out. They had to figure out how they were going to balance something out. And honestly, with the Hanged Man, it's giving me a sacrifice, okay? They had to sacrifice. They had to make a sacrifice, or they had to try something from a different perspective or try something in a different way. They had to try something new or look at something from a different perspective or figure out how they're going to cut themselves loose from something. And they had to figure out how they were going to balance something out. So they decided to create confusion around something or create an illusion, because they had to figure out how they were going to cut themselves loose. What did they want to cut themselves loose from? An imbalance. Something that didn't work out. Something didn't work out. Something didn't work out. Something was imbalanced. Or they felt an imbalance in something. The World. Because a chapter had ended or a cycle closed. Because you close out a cycle. The King of Wands, the Mature Man. Because you closed out a cycle. So this might have been after you closed out a cycle with a Queen of Pentacles, okay? There might have been something that happened with a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe even in a house, okay? Where this person tried to cause you harm. But it didn't work out. You walked away from this person, from this home, from the setup. You close out a cycle with this person, which means you probably block them everywhere, okay? Never talk to them again after they try to do something to you. And then something was imbalanced and they had to figure out how they were going to cut themselves loose and balance something out. And this King of Wands might have given this Queen of Pentacles orders, because this person is coming out down here on top of the confusion, the Mature Man in reverse as well. High Priestess. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is, you know what this is giving me? Something happened with this Queen of Pentacles, okay? There was like a setup gone wrong. Bad health in a home. This person tried to put you in bad health in a home. They could have tried to poison you in a house, okay? It didn't work out because you walked away. You got away. You saved your own life. Now, the problem is, though, is that that was a setup, right? This might have been, if my readings resonate for you, okay, this might have been that day where there was supposed to be something serious that happens to you, okay? You were not supposed to make it past that day, okay? This Queen of Pentacles had something planned, might have slipped something in your drink, something like that, okay? So you weren't supposed to make it past that day now, but you did, right? You did. You walked away from that house. And when you did, something was imbalanced because you closed out a cycle, right? You might have finally realized what was going on with this Queen of Pentacles, how they might also be a part of a setup here, okay? Like pretending to be your friend, trying to get close to you, trying to be near you so that they can, you know, do something to you under the command of this King of Wands, right? So you might have realized on that day as well that this person is working together with someone and is most likely under this person's command, right? So you close out a cycle, which means you walked away from that house, you saved your own life, you blocked that person everywhere, and you never talked to them again, okay? And then something was imbalanced. So this is what happened afterwards. That's what I feel. Because you walked away, but they had a setup plan. So they needed a new game plan of how they're going to change their luck around, right? Because these are people, this King of Wands is someone that has been trying to kill someone at this point for like months, okay? They're like, I don't know, probably like 6 months in or something like that. They've had like 4 failed attempts, okay, up until that point. And now they're like, okay, well, shit, that was our last chance of trying to kill them, right? So what are we gonna do now? Now we gotta figure out a new game plan to change our luck around here. And then they had an idea with the authorities, the Hierophant. So this is kind of giving me, is that an airplane? There's never really airplanes here, sorry. So loud outside. This is kind of giving me the switch that was made from, if they can't kill you, then they'll try and put you in prison or something like that, okay? If we can't kill them, we'll just put them in jail, okay? We'll just frame them, something like that. Because they had to try and figure out how they were going to get away with something here, 7 of Swords. And this might have been trying to give you a heart attack, right? Whatever was in that coffee, drink, or food, right? Whatever that was, to try and give you a heart attack. So there's a bird now here. Okay, so this is what they had to get away with. And something that they said about lovers. So they thought that they would have victory and success by going to the authorities. And they had an expectation here that if they take swift and quick action, like with the Knight of Wands, this is like urgent. So this could have happened relatively soon with the Knight of Wands after that day, right? Relatively soon. I mean, I don't think like a week afterwards, but as soon as they kind of figure out what they're going to do next, right? So they had an expectation that they would be able to stand up to something or defend something or stop something by creating an illusion here with this Queen of Pentacles so that they can cut themselves loose and balance something out. Okay, so what's the Emperor? 8 of Swords. The Emperor, yeah, then decide, what I say, yeah. The Emperor, who's probably this King of Wands mature man here, they then decided, well, if we can't kill them, we'll just frame them and get them thrown in jail, right? I mean, honestly, this person would have, they won't stop trying to kill someone until the day that they are out of here, probably, okay? But they thought, well, for the time being, right, why don't we just try and frame them and get them put in jail as an innocent person? Page of Cups. Tell me more about the Emperor, please. The 4 of Wands. This is about something that happened in a home. Like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles. Trying to get you trapped in a home, set up in a home. What I just say, 10 of Swords, yeah, 10 swords in the back. This was a setup in a home with the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like we're backtracking. We're going back to something here. 2 of Swords, they didn't want something to come out. They didn't want something to be seen clearly about this setup in the home because they had already invested into this, or this was already something that they had been working on for a very long time and invested into. Okay, we're backtracking a little bit. This is the setup in the home with the Queen of Pentacles. And and it didn't work out, because this is what they wanted to do, right? They wanted to have someone trapped and stuck in a home where they could then send swords in your back, right? By drugging you, tying you up, doing something to you, and then getting rid of you, right? Getting rid of the body, right? Rolling you up in some sort of a bath curtain or something like that, and then whatever. So that was the plan, but that didn't work because you left. Because you escaped and you didn't drink or eat whatever the fuck this Queen of Pentacles tried to give you. So this is what happened afterwards. The Emperor. The Emperor. How they tried to regain control, or who is this Emperor? A message of concern. So then the Emperor got a message of concern, right? Because this is the one, this Emperor is, I'm pretty sure, the mature man. This is the one who's running the operation. That's why I think he's coming out as the Emperor here, this King of Wands. This is the person running the operation. This is the one that sits at the top, right? This is the one giving the orders and the command down to the Queen of Pentacles, telling her what to do. So they got a message of concern that you escaped, okay? Queen of Pentacles called him up and said, hey, boss, yeah, I got bad news because our prey just left the building and didn't drink the tea, okay? So you left. And then this person was sad and upset over a 10 of Pentacles, because apparently, you know, they were expecting that as soon as you end up dead, they were going to be getting some sort of 10 of Pentacles, okay? So I don't know why, but that's what they thought. So they were expecting some sort of money with your death. And then it didn't happen. So they got a message of concern that you're not out of here, okay? Yo, I just split it on the Great Fortune as well. This has something to do with money, and it has something to do with a lot of money. And for some reason, this Emperor thinks that as soon as you're dead, okay, they're going to get a Great Fortune. So it's like, what Great Fortune? Okay. I don't know, but that's what they thought. So tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tower. Yeah, this was a tower. This was a tower. Because look, I'm telling you, this day with the Queen of Pentacles, I just have to keep going in on it because this day was significant. Everybody thought that on this day you would be dead. They had it all lined up. The setup was all lined up. Everybody knew you were going to the house of either the Queen of Pentacles or a friend, a very close friend of this Queen of Pentacles. Everybody knew that they had set you up. This person had pretended to be your friend for months, okay? They played a really good show. They had you coming over to their house regularly, keeping up this facade of, oh, we're great friends, and yeah, everything's fine, or, you know, something along those lines. And then on this day, they had you come over to this person's house or a friend of hers, okay? And you didn't suspect anything because why would you, okay? Why would you suspect anything is going on? So you go to this person's house. They know that you're going to be there. They know what time you're going to be there. They've got it all set up. Everything's lined up, right? You're sitting there just, you know, minding your business, okay? But the thing is, though, you might have already suspected for a couple months that the Queen of Pentacles was acting weird, okay? There was like little things that like made you go like, that's weird, okay? There was little things that tipped you off. Now, on this day with this Queen of Pentacles, right, something set you off with this person's energy. Their energy must have been really whack, okay? They were acting really strange. They were in a weird mood. They were saying weird things, okay? There was something that was like just weird in the energy, right? Okay, so this person on this day was supposed to kill you. That's probably why they were acting so fucking weird, okay? Looking back, if you know who this is, looking back, you're gonna realize why that person was acting so fucking strange on that day, okay? That was what they were meant to do on that day. This King of Wands Emperor was sitting by the phone, probably like this, waiting to hear that you're finally dead, okay? And then they get a call from the Queen of Pentacles saying, hey, boss, yeah, they just left the house, and also they didn't drink this or eat this, and they're still alive. So fuck, right? This was a tower for this person. This was a tower because what they had planned at that house, I mean, I'm not even kidding. They had planned at this house that you were gonna probably be like knocked out. Who knows what was in that drink or in that food? Most likely a drink, okay? Who knows what was in there? It was probably meant to knock you out. It was probably meant to get you tied up, kidnapped, brought somewhere to some location, or right there in that location. Who the fuck knows what they had planned, okay? I don't even really care. What the end result was supposed to be was this. And I'm not just talking betrayal. I'm talking a painful ending, okay? After you're tied up like a hostage, your mouth is duct taped shut, you're like knocked out and roofied, right? And then they wanted to do this to you. That was the plan in that house, right? Queen of Pentacles. This is why they asked someone to come to that house on that day, okay? Even if this person said, hey, can you come over to do this for me? Or can we just hang out? Or do you want to hang out? Or, oh, my friend asked me if you can do her nails and do you want to come over for a day? Whatever. The whole plan was this. That's why they invited you there. Okay, but you got a weird ass feeling. You were like, something's off. Everybody's energy is weird. They're trying to give you a drink. That drink tastes bitter as fuck. And you're like, hell no, I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Tower. And then you ended the cycle and you were like, I'm never talking to you again, ever in my fucking life. Blocked everywhere. Why the fuck are you trying to give me drinks that taste so bitter, bitch? Okay, no thank you. So Tower, right? Then comes the depression. Oh, sadness. This person started crying because they got the call on the phone that you're not dead, okay? The Queen of Pentacles couldn't do something to you, unfortunately. The Emperor, poor Emperor, couldn't get this 10 of Pentacles. I'm still confused about this one. It's like, why did someone think that offing you and unaliving you would get them this when you don't even know what the fuck this is? You don't have this. You don't even know what this is. Why does this person think you have this much money? I don't know, okay? I don't know. So this must be something that they're doing in your name because more than likely you have no idea what this even is, right? So let's see. Poor guy with the Tower, right? It's a money gift. Look at that. Ace of Coins. It's some sort of a money gift, okay? Or the Tower is something with money. The Tower is something with money. Why? With a money investment? Why is that the Tower? Because of a message. Page of Wands. Because of a message? Because of a message about a money gift or a money investment or someone paying money. What do you mean? What is this? Whatever it is, they're stressed the fuck out about it. 9 of Swords. This is a Tower. So this was part of the setup. That's another reason why this was a message of concern for this Emperor, because it had something to do with the setup that they had planned beforehand, right? They got like all their ducks in the row apparently before you showed up to that house. And it has something to do with a message and it has something to do with money. And that's why this is a message of concern. Because if one part of the setup doesn't work, right, the rest doesn't either. So they're concerned and stressed out about a message and about money. And this was, and the King of Cups. The King of Cups. So apparently the King of Cups was supposed to make an appearance on that day as well, right? But not while you were there, probably, okay? Probably, you know, after you're knocked out and defenseless. So that was a message of concern. Tell me about the 5 of Cups, please. The Empress. Someone is sad and upset about the Empress. About the Empress? What do you mean? About the past? Because of a Virgo in the past? Or because of what someone told an investigator in the past? Or what a mother figure told an investigator in the past? What a mother figure told an investigator in the past. Okay, I'm gonna get into my crime cards in a second here. What a mother figure told an investigator in the past. What did she say? She said something to get away with something, to get out of something that she had done. So to get away with something she had done, she told the investigator something about collaborating with a group or working together with others, or why she was working together with others. Temperance. Okay. So what's this Knight of Wands then, this action that they took? Nine of Cups. What? Three of Pentacles. And the High Priestess at the bottom. So the Queen of Pentacles and her accomplice, or her accomplices, then took swift action, saying something about substances with the Nine of Cups. Some sort of indulgence. The Five of Wands and the King of Wands, and created some sort of conflict around this, or wanted to create conflict around this. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands, please. The house. What happened in the house? The coffin. How they tried to kill you in this house. Yes, they did, Queen of Pentacles, okay? She did, definitely. She tried to kill someone in that house. And then she said something about a fight. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Toil and labor, fighting about what someone was working on or what someone put their work into. What? Or they were fighting because of how hard they had worked on the plan. Right, like I said at the beginning, this setup was not a little setup. This was like planned, pre-planned, premeditated, okay? Everybody was like sweating and waiting. Like, I swear to God, them waiting on this day for you to go to the Queen of Pentacles house where they would finally get rid of you. This was like on their calendar like Christmas, okay? They were counting down to this day. And then it blew up in their face when you walked away. Yeah, and then they were all fighting about how hard that they had worked on this plan, right? Okay, wow. So what's the Knight of Cups? Saying something about a relationship or a friendship, fake friendship, right? And because something was a missed opportunity. They missed the opportunity to do something to you, unfortunately, right? This person pretending to be a friend, okay? They missed the opportunity to give you something with the Knight of Cups. To put something in your drink, look at that. To put something in your drink and give it to you, okay? This Queen of Pentacles unfortunately lost her chance and missed that opportunity of putting something in your fucking drink, okay? It was a missed opportunity pretending to be your friend. Because like I said at the beginning, after this day, you blocked her everywhere and you never talked to her again, ever. Because you knew exactly what she did. You knew exactly what she had done, okay? You knew it, and she knew it was a missed opportunity. So then, with the Five of Swords, Judgment. So then they decided to turn around and plan something with Judgment. With the authorities. Then they turned around and planned something with the authorities because they wanted to win at all costs. Look at that. Five of Swords. With this part, look, you're running away. Look at this. You are running away. You are running away for your life, right? You are trying to save your life, running away from this person, this Queen of Pentacles, running away from that house, never looking back, okay? From the Queen of Pentacles and her accomplices and her little friends group, right? Running for your life after you know someone just tried to poison you, okay? That's you right there. And then this bitch is standing there with the King of Wands, right? Like, ha ha ha, what are we gonna do now? Like, look at that shit, right? So their next plan is like, okay, so well, if we can't kill her, then let's try and get them put under judgment. Okay, that's what happened here. So that's when, this is like part of the timeline. So that is when they most likely tried launching an investigation or something like that. That's when they most likely tried to launch an investigation against you. Because up until that point, they were like really sure that they were going to just kill you, right? They were really sure they were going to kill you. And then when it started, the chances started getting less and less and less for them to do something, they must have like, you know, flipped it over. Or they were, I don't know, maybe they were also like talking to the authorities the whole time. I'm not sure. Or this is when they started going to the police. I don't know, something like that. But this is, I feel like, when they definitely started ramping something up and trying to like flip something on you and frame you. The Queen of Wands, High Priestess. This is when they came up with this motive. Okay, so that's the storyline. No, I feel like they were always trying to get you in trouble with the law. They were probably always from the very beginning trying to get you in trouble with the law, because they were setting someone up here the entire time, probably from the very beginning, with like the weird messages and the way the way these people were acting so weird. They were probably trying to set someone up from the very beginning. But I feel like after this day, something happened here where they did something with this Queen of Wands, or they brought this person into it, and it might have something to do with that motive. Because something wasn't working out with the King of Wands, because it was failing. Their plan was failing. The plan to get rid of you completely was failing, right? It wasn't working. It wasn't bearing any fruit. The Fool. That's when they decided to take this leap of faith with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so that happened then after this? Or tell me more. What they planned then with Judgment and the Queen of Wands. Judgment comes out again to have you put under judgment. Oh, wow. To have you put under judgment for this. Oh, I just got a confirmation on my phone. Wow, okay. So the people, right, that's my crime hour, and a pigeon just flew by. That was my last crime hour. Because up until this point with the Queen of Pentacles, what they were gonna say, they were setting you up and framing you for a suicide, right? That was part of their plan. They were setting you up the entire time as someone who has addiction, someone who takes a lot of drugs, a lot of, I don't know, whatever the fuck. They were setting you up with a breakup and all this stuff, setting you up for a suicide, and gonna claim that when the police finds you like this, right? Oh, they did it to themselves and it was an overdose and they didn't want to live anymore. That's what they were setting someone up for, okay? In actuality, while they were actually planning someone's murder, right? They were gonna just say, oh, you did it to yourself and you were so depressed and addicted or whatever. So that didn't work. And when that narrative didn't work with the suicide, they flipped it around and then what? Tried to say that you're trying to do something to someone. Like I said, when they couldn't kill you, they decided to frame you as an innocent person, try to put you away, right? They didn't care one way or another, as long as you're gone, right? They didn't give a fuck. I'm talking about the Ace of Swords. The Moon in reverse. Now, yeah, but now the truth is coming out, or it's because the truth came out and some sort of a secret was exposed or something came out, or maybe you knew the truth. Like I said, if these are the same people that are hacking someone, okay, they knew that you knew the truth. They knew that you knew the truth. They knew it. Either because they were reading your text messages Okay, they knew that you were maybe talking about it with your friends or with your partner, saying that I think someone's trying to do something to me this way, this way, this way. I know that person tried to do something to me. I know this Queen of Pentacles tried to poison me. I'm never talking to her again. She tried to poison me, blah, blah, blah. These people knew that you knew the truth. They knew, and maybe that's why they felt like they had to act quick and take quick action, because they were watching someone here. They were surveilling someone here, and they knew that you knew the truth. So they felt like they couldn't wait for another chance. They might not have known when they could get another chance to do something to you, because these people are not going to be the kind of people that bust in your house and try to shoot you in the middle of the night, right? They want to kill someone and get away with it. That's the whole point of it, right? They're trying to do something in a way where it does not look suspicious at all, and they can just get away with it. That's the whole plan, right? So they're not going to do something that looks suspicious. They're not going to try and make it look like a homicide. They need to make it look like an accident, okay? And they knew you were onto them. So that's when they were like, shit, we need to change the plan. Now we need to try and frame this person. Five of Pentacles. And the thing is, here's the thing, right? I'm just getting this now. The thing is though, like I said, up until this point, the whole alibi was that when you are dead, or when they OD you or unalive you, that they were going to say it was like suicide due to mental health issues or depression or sadness or whatever, breakup, blah, blah, blah. So that was the first game plan. So from the very get-go, because they were actually planning your unaliving, they were doing everything in your name, because it was supposed to look like you did it to yourself, right? When they get rid of you, it's supposed to look like you did it to yourself. So that switch, that switch from, oh, she did it to herself, and that's why everything, all of the fraud is in someone's name, is going over to, oh, all of the fraud is in someone's name because they're trying to do something to someone else. It was like an easy switch for them. It was an easy switch, because they had already been doing everything in someone's name to make it look like they did it to themselves, to make it look like you OD'd, to make it look like you have addictions and OD'd and were sad about a breakup and blah, blah, blah. Right? You're in poverty, left out in the cold, abandoned, tower. They just literally took the same. They didn't have to change anything, because they had been doing that from the beginning. All they did was say, oh, well, we couldn't unalive her or him, so now we'll just say that, we'll just try and get him put in jail. Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what they did. 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. They did all of this so that no burden would be on them. That's what they thought anyways, right? Everything that they did, 10 of Wands in reverse, every single thing that they did, especially this Emperor, especially this King of Wands, mastermind, wannabe genius, okay? Thinks he's a chess player here. Especially this person planned everything so calculated and meticulously that there would be absolutely no burden on them. This person didn't want anything pointing back to them. Nothing. Probably because you have your own issues with this King of Wands. And if something were to happen to you, it wouldn't take much to figure out maybe why or who's the suspect, right? Okay, so they wanted to make it look as unsuspecting as possible so that no burden is linked to them at all. And part of this is identity fraud. Doing everything in someone's name, setting someone up by doing everything in someone's name. And this King of Wands is a career criminal. This person has been doing this for decades. This person is an expert in things like document fraud, okay, forgery, faking signatures, yeah, the whole 9 yards. This person is a career criminal. This person has been committing fraud for like decades. They know exactly how to make something look like something that it's not, or how to make it look like something is someone else's. This person commits a shit ton of identity fraud, and they probably do it on a daily basis, okay? So this is what their game plan was, to make sure nothing falls on them. They wanted to make something look like it was 100% your own doing, because they're trying to frame you, and then they're trying to get rid of you, and then they're trying to make it look like it's all you, right? Even though it's them. Yeah. strength, but you're too strong. You're too strong. They didn't expect that. This King of Wands did not expect you to be so strong. They didn't expect it. They thought that this was going to be an easy hit. They thought when they started making this plan, whenever it was, could be this year, could even be last year, could even be the beginning of last year, okay? When this person started making this plan, or even longer, take it how it resonates, right? They thought it was going to be a simple, 3 months tops, right? 3 months tops, or 2 months, maybe even, okay? So the 2 months go by, 3 months go by, it didn't work. The first setup failed, or the first 2-3 setups failed. Then they get the Queen of Pentacles to do the dirty work. They really thought this one was going to finish the job, right? Because probably up until that point, the King of Wands had been using random strangers to get near you. Didn't work. So they thought, you know what? Okay, random strangers aren't working. How about we use the Queen of Pentacles, who's pretending to be someone's friend? They will never, ever expect someone like that to do something to them. They will never suspect the Queen of Pentacles. This is going to be an easy job. Send the Queen of Pentacles in, pretend to be someone's friend. Here, Queen of Pentacles, I'll offer you a shit ton of money. This person could have even said weird shit like that on that day. And like if she was sitting there with friends, you might have even heard them talk about weird shit like that. Queen of Pentacles sitting down going, oh, I just have so many money problems. I'm just in so much debt. And the friend goes to her, oh, don't worry, it'll all be over soon. And you're sitting there going, what the fuck did you just say? Oh, that was suspicious. Why'd you say something like that? Yeah, weird shit like that, okay, from a person like this. Or let me think, what else could this person have said on that day, huh? I don't know. What the fuck? They probably said a lot of weird things, okay? Talking about how poor they are and how everything sucks and, oh, it's just such a, they just need money so bad. And then the friend is like, yeah, oh, it'll all be over soon. Don't worry, you almost made it. And you're sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? Almost made what? Almost got over what? I mean, what are you talking about? And you're sitting there like, what's in that drink? Why are you talking like that? Huh? Weirdos. This person could have asked you, I'm getting off, honestly, this person might have asked you really fucking weird questions on that day, okay? Really weird questions. Where those questions just made you go like, what the fuck? Why are you talking so weird? Like there was a lot of things that made you ask yourself like, why are you asking me that question? Why are you saying such weird things, okay? Why are you talking about how it'll all be over soon? I mean, what the fuck, okay? They did not expect you to be so strong. They did not expect you to survive this long, okay? They didn't. And they were getting desperate, honestly. Like, especially if they were saying weird things about, you almost made it. The Queen of Pentacles is like, I just need money so bad. I just have so much debt. I just need this money so bad. And their friend is like, don't worry, you almost made it. Just keep holding on. You almost got it. And it's like, what are you talking about? I can tell you what they're talking about. Look, it comes out with this Emperor here too. They're sad and upset about a 10 of Pentacles. Everybody must have thought in this plan that you would be like dead and gone like months ago. Months ago, you should have been dead. And you're still alive and breathing. They're waiting on some sort of a payout here. They're waiting on some sort of a money, right? Apparently. And this Queen of Pentacles was apparently waiting on this as well, right? So they must have gotten an offer of the piece of the pie, or else why are they sitting in front of you and saying, oh, I can't wait for it all to be over. And the friend says, don't worry, it'll all be over soon. Hey, you want some coffee? What's going to be over soon? Why do you think you're going to be getting money soon? How does that make any sense? Okay? Weird stuff like that. I mean, these people did not expect you to survive this long. And they were angry and they were frustrated that you were so fucking strong. Because everything that they had been doing was to like try and get the burden off their back, right? And you keep escaping. And it's like, and then they're reading your text messages and realizing that you know the truth. And they're like, what the fuck? No! This person knows the truth. How do they know the truth? How do they know about what we're trying to do to them? How do they know that, I'm involved? Why did they block me? How do they know that this person is involved? How do they know all these things? This group, look, this group. This group of accomplices here, okay? This friends group, the Queen of Pentacles and her friends, or her friend, or whoever was there at that day, yeah? These people. Yeah, it was a failure. It failed. Their plan failed on that day. Oh, I bet. If the Queen of Pentacles was in a shit fucking mood, in a really bad, weird mood on that day, and it made you go, why are you in such a weird mood? Why won't you even talk to me? Why won't you even look me in the eyes? Why are you sitting there and ignoring me the whole time? Why are you acting so fucking weird, but you're pretending to be my friend? Why don't you want to have a conversation with me? Why are you always going around the corner with your friend to talk to her in secret where you can't hear me? Why when someone opens the door downstairs, do you tell me you're gonna go all the way downstairs, all down the whole entire house? I'm talking about not just the front door. I'm talking all the way down all the stairs, down all the way to the entrance of the house. Why are you going down all the way down there to meet your friend instead of just pushing open the buzzer and letting them in? Why do you want to meet them all the way down there? Like all this weird shit. If they were acting weird on that day, man, when you left that house and they couldn't kill you, they were crying. They were crying. You might have gotten up and left that house. The Queen of Pentacles didn't even say bye. That bitch didn't even want to stand up and say goodbye to you. You want to know why? She was mad that you left. Okay? She was mad that you got away. She was mad that you got away. Okay? And she was like, bye. 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 I don't ever want to see you again, man. I know what you just tried to do. Yeah. Ace of Wands. What's this, huh? It was a missed opportunity. They thought they had a great idea here. Yeah, and then they got defeated. They thought they had a great idea. They tried it too. They definitely tried it. And then they got defeated because you saw right through them. You saw right through this group. This friends group, these two, these three, however many it was sitting at that table, right? Talking to themselves in front of you, pretending like you're not even there, okay? And saying the weirdest fucking shit right in front of you. You wanna know why? Because they were so sure that by the time you finish that drink, you will be either knocked out or dead. That's why they didn't give a fuck what they were saying in front of you, because they thought you were gonna be dead anyways. What the? And then you walked away, I'm telling you. And then you walked away. You walked away. You got up and you left. You're like, you guys are fucking weirdos. Why are you saying all these weird things right in front of me? You think I'm stupid? They might have thought you're really stupid. They might have thought you were really fucking stupid. But you're not stupid. You just didn't say anything. You just observed. You just observed. You didn't say anything on that day. You might have not said anything except for observed, right? If you were there to do a job, okay, you were working, just sitting there doing your job, right? Whatever you were doing on that day, and you're just listening. You're just listening to them talk. They're not even talking to you. They're not even including you in the conversation, nothing. They're just talking and saying weird shit and, you know, just saying arrogant things and weird things, and you're just sitting there and you're just observing. And all of a sudden you're like, something's weird. Something's off. Something is really strange here. I'm leaving. And the thing is though, it's not even just the way that they were acting. You might have known also that this person or the people that you were sitting with have ties to this person. So, you know, maybe there's also a lot of conversations you had with the Queen of Pentacles about this person, right? Or you tried to have conversations with the Queen of Pentacles and then they just pretended like they didn't hear you or they didn't want to talk to you about it and they were just like, oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like weird deflection tactics, okay, that you picked up on that you were like, why are you being so weird about this King of Wands? Is it because you're working together with them maybe? Oh, yeah, and on that day it all went click and you just said, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Away from this psycho, okay? Yeah. That's the truth. That's what happened. That is what happened to someone on that day. Okay, anything else we need to know about that fated day here? No, that is all we need to know about the truth about that day, okay? That's the truth about that day, man. That is the truth about how somebody escaped with their life. The Eight of Pentacles and the Star. What? Someone's job? Did you hear my music? It just went to pause. Someone's job? A job? An Aquarius's job? And a message. A message? A message about work that they tried to get you caught up with. A message about work, or a message about someone's work, and they try to get you trapped with this. Yeah, they lied to the detective, or they lied to keep something a secret, or they lied about some sort of hacking, or someone doing something in secret, or someone doing something cloaked, or someone doing something with identity fraud, somebody pretending to be you, maybe even. This could be identity fraud. Someone cloaking themselves and lying with a message about work. What did they do on that day? I feel like we're about to find out what was the actual setup, because I feel like, well, I mean, it has something to do with them trying to kill you, obviously, but it also has something to do with money. Money. A money investment. Or financial news and slander. Or an attack. Or rumors or gossip. What? This was the bright idea of the Queen of Pentacles. Or this was what the Queen of Pentacles did here. This was her bright idea. This was her bright idea to create an illusion around something. Because of this 10 of Pentacles, the truth about this large amount of money, whatever the fuck they're doing with this money, okay? They have some sort of control over a large amount of money, and they are doing weird things with it, okay? I swear to God. And this was part of it, I guess. Or this is what they were waiting on here. They didn't want someone to find out the truth or see something clearly about a payout or about a large amount of money or about someone's career or someone's job. Like I'm telling you, they might have invited you over under the premises of like your job, okay? Because I've gotten that in another reading as well. Like saying, hey, let's just say you're a handyman, okay? You do some sort of handiwork, okay? Hey, can you come over on this day to hang something up for me? Or can you do, I don't know, can you build this chair for me or something like that, okay? Something to do with work. That's the pretense that they got you over there for, right? What they were actually planning, though, was something completely different. That's just how they, you know, baited you to come over. Like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do, you know, can you build my chair? Can you do my nails? Can you do this for me, right? That's how they baited you. And they didn't want someone to see the truth about either your career or that's why you were there, or maybe that's why you were there. Or something about money, okay? And they didn't, yeah, this Queen of Pentacles did not want anyone to find out that this bitch put something in someone's drink. Yes, she did. She did put some poison in someone's cup. She put something in someone's drink. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And you might have taken one sip of that drink and it tasted weird as hell. It tasted bitter, really bitter. Okay? And then you didn't drink a second sip because you're like, why is it tasting so bitter? Okay? Yeah. This Queen of Pentacles put something in someone's drink. Yes, she did. And she didn't want anybody finding out. And you weren't attached to this. You weren't attached to it? You weren't attached to something. You weren't attached to something. The Devil in reverse. And something with the Nine of Pentacles. Again, it comes out again. Okay, I'm going to leave that one out because it seems to be significant. A Queen of Pentacles might have paid someone here for this betrayal. Interesting. Okay, let's get into the crime cards, guys, here so that we can figure out a little bit more about what's going on here, right? What they did here, what these people were up to, trying to get away with their crimes, right? Okay, you know, they're always up to something. Okay, let's see. Why did this group of friends go to the authorities thinking that they were going to get away with something here, huh? Why did they go to the authorities here? Because they were scared of the backfire, okay? Because they were worried about a backfire at a real estate property. They didn't want it falling back on them, what they had done there, okay? Apparently. A meeting. Yeah, a meeting at this house, right? They didn't want it falling back on them about this meeting, why you were there, and what they tried to do to you at that house, right? Because they falsified and fabricated something about sex. About sex. And yeah, something at a home, landlord, corrupt. So that's what they, okay, so that's why they went to the authorities. They didn't want something about this meeting there at that home to backfire on them, okay? But what is this Nine of Pentacles? A money or a paper trail. They were trying to get away with a money or a paper trail about an illness or a disease. What? A report. A report? What the fuck? Tax evasion. This and manipulation. And saying something about tax evasion. So this could be about what they said about your business. A letter, kidnapping, a letter, or the letter K. Real estate. It's about a home. They're trying to get away with something that they did in a home having to do with with a business or with someone being financially stable. Having to do with a trust fund. What does that have to do? Fraud. The fraud that they were committing here. Okay, so they were committing fraud. It has something to do with a business or someone's financial stability or how someone makes their money. They made a report to the authorities because they didn't want something to backfire on them having to do with a money or a paper trail. So they made a report because whatever they did was some sort of trust fund fraud. And this has something to do with claiming something about a home and a real estate property and maybe why you drove by that house. So what did they say about why someone drove by that house, huh? That's what I really want to know. What did they say about why someone was at that house, okay? Because they lied. They lied, most likely.